checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure.
Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want to truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boast. That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me... Well, former. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the... Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process.
Wish we had bigger weapons, but no. Be careful about blowing holes in the hull.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it. Not stuck, per se. You could always throw yourself out the airlock. Of course, then you'd find yourself with an exciting new problem. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford. You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony. Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the Board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirtside, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Glad to help. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering. Happy to help. That's my job, after all. Relative to the Board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the Board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a Board man and all. He's our liaison. Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the Board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the Board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the Board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business. Sure thing. Be seeing you.
Hey. I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, Rizzo's Mock Apple Cider. A hard.
Carry on.
Gonna head to Varus for whiskey and darts.
Move along.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. Taste the freedom. Lot of... Heard of it? My Orient... That's a Spacer's Choice. So, what can I get you? I'm bound to satisfy... It's not the best choice! Taste the... Oh, I'm having a stellar day. You would never ask. I mean... have a look. Looking for some spacers? Don't take mine. Anything and everything. Just the opposite. Spacer's Choice items are all... You could go broke buying them. Well, this is just the beginning.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
C&P Borston Baked Beans. When you...
You look like someone who's taking their share of cuts, and we also have a line of special... Not me, but it's in my blood. After the... I was born into corporate labor, but I'm the first one of my family... Everything I sell is fresh...
RT greeting. Potential this unit. This unit is programmed. Shock simulation on. Shock simulation restored. Initiate. How? Their shock subroutine complete. Estimated this unit is beginning dispensing. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leaked.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Report any sightings.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
The last day of this posting can't come soon enough.
Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information needed to the capture of urine terrorist minis. Embassy.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. They're... You know what sprats are? Space rats. Sprat meat is plenty... Absolutely... War. The... Terror frying is a spacer... Legally? No. Between you, me, and... Might be that Just as well.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
Good
regularly
lord,
scheduled
this is so
advertisement for the
unbearable, I
following
can
story.
hardly even concentrate. Junlei
The board would like to remind
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs. The ship's groaning something fierce, but I can make time for you. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life-or-death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when. Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gayan, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about. I hope that was a joke, Captain. I really do. I gelded that thing years ago. Now it brews a stim that goes down stronger than Nan or Spank. Family recipe. You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after 2 things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change. You've got my attention. Sorry about the heat. Here, drink up. No excuse for dehydration on my watch.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill. No one turns their back on me while I'm holding court. Get her, boys!
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor. Look at this.
Reminder, please pay your gravesite fees.
Who the... Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above. Not another.
What? Did I hear something? What the? Take him down! What was that? What was that?
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight Mantipillar infestation. More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are. If every repair was a one-woman job, I wouldn't need an engineering team. As it is, my staff is busy keeping the station from melting down. You can flip a switch for me, but you can't install these parts. Not quickly, at least. Not on the first try. Able though you've proven to be.
System alert. Beginning situation.
outside. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle.
This is Halcyon News.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Hey, you the one who fixed those radiators? Nice work. You really saved our buns. Whenever you're free, let's have a chat. You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. We're going offline in 3... Our primary relay station's soon to be the event's forecast. We've got backup auxiliary relay. Yeah, I'm working on... But allocating the person... I should say no. Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon. I'm sure the station's got... It's not like they're in high demand. You save my comm center from chaos. I guarantee I'll get the chief to authorize.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him. Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? You haven't read the posters. He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table. That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see your... Be my guest. I'm the certified representative of the... I have few complaints.
You refer to the radiator. Chief Tennyson certainly did take... I owe you a debt, then. I was going through 3-4 shirts a day. Deplorable conduct. Oh, you've noted... They're here to keep... Indeed. What is the saying? Someone must... Please, go ahead. A luxury stateroom. Oh, good law, of course. As this office is the primary embassy... Oh, good law! Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit? No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no. Best to be clear, I believe. Ask away. What?
How do you do?
They finally fixed the damn radiator. No, I figured. There's something about the smell.
Moving.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
I'm going.
Rhythos knock you out long.
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1?
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of report any sightings to the local warden.
What can I do for you, Captain?
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Force of habit, I guess. Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
That's not possible. Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms? Gosh, did she ever. Did you see how everybody on Groundbreaker is just... She's calm.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of Warden terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local
Sorry, I can't.
Hey, that pad down there.
Why was I built to feel ennui?
Hey, Captain. Can I get... What? No. If it were, I'd be hollering loud enough to wake the dead. So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well... She sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not. Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they set up... Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
this work?
This
Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up. Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing? I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us. Well, she talked about another girl, right? Maybe I've been making it right. It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad. Then it all went down the tube. Thinking so makes me liable to lose my lunch, Captain. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Something stronger, I'm thinking. I'm still all tense and weird inside. All right, whiskey. Woo! That smells like an unlawful union between paint thinner and propellant. Here we go. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna be sick. That's a crime is what that is. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Figuring feelings ain't so easy as saying words, Captain. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she's still got feelings for that lady? Don't you tease me in my moment of weakness. You know I'm not interested in... That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. You're not. You're like me? Stands to reason, you being a dashing ship captain and all. So we're kinlike. So feeling how... What, just move on? Like... Yeah, I know you're right. Back in Edgewater, there wasn't no one who wanted to know. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Yeah. I like the way you put that, like... Well, Captain, this has been... Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to this shit. Thanks for hearing me out, and come on, let's go.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Gotcha.
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
I was doing some maintenance on the radiators and found this lying around. You look like you need it more than I do.
Have you seen this man? Reward offers information needed to capture a wanted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local flavored power nuggets, now with 12% more crunch.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada...
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother. Though, that whiskey did... I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was away. I reread my message in the morning, and it... I've ruined things in the past, because I didn't... I want to be honest with her. Isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and full. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice.
Heard from the last is down on 22.
Sure.
Wrinkle purple-berry fudge. A soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purple-berry
Are you listening to me, Emperor? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make us... hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can help you with? Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? Let me get one thing straight. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that... You say that like it's weird. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed. Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself... Sure is. You need a deft hand. Of course, there's not much I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with me. A brave idiot. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla. You look out, though. Keep hanging. What can I... You have...
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars. are the limit. Destination reached. Scylla. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
This is real space, isn't it? Empty, silent. I thought I'd see the like. I'd look up at night, but...
You didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive. Can we hurry this up? I want that ship gutted before the primals find us.
Fair warning, outlaw. I've got a den.
I'm gonna check that out of
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I wager she told you to say that, the sly old bird. I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these Automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds. Not a damned one. I'm a free man. There isn't a... Supposed to be for the ground... Hey, who are you calling bootleg? I'll have you know. Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. You saved me the cost of ammunition. Thanks, pal.
Warning, intruders will be... Oh, it's you. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratchet on Rutton time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
This is House.
How do you do? Huh. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill. I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my feelings in this difficult time. Unless you can offer some other... That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but... I don't know, Captain. Just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there...
Wish I could say it was good to see you.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrap. If you're looking for a medic... If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version. You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you. I'm going.
CNP Mirror Maple Syrup. It's Mirror this complete breakfast.
The beds are comfy, but you'll want to check the mattress before you...
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. I've got a lovely little throat. Gracious. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light on the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Wonder what kind of haul they left behind.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide. Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. My goodness, aren't you quick on the uptake? I like that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies. Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
This is a law-abiding establishment. Honest.
Got my sights on you.
It's almost time for today. Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that shouldn't be. What? Oh, a little. I also need throw pillows stuffed with the.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I'm. But that's not. Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the. Because that. I think they made some. Those board folk are real but old Gladys knows the score. That's why we gotta keep them from Probably. Every once in a while. Claims he's transmitting from. That's right, dearie. Though for how. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief. Hold on. Bit straight-laced for my taste. And between you and me, the board can't go right. Any.
This is Halcyon News.
Rizzo's Gribbleberry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
Huh? Oh, I am... We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Something's not right.
Nice the last of them. Nicely done.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. See you soon. We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
A word, Captain? Taking it easy?
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us. What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town cut up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us. With a lot of these companies, the thrashing you take from your boss is worse than whatever a bunch of marauders will do to you. Doesn't exactly encourage calling for aid when there's a fuck-up. If you say so, I'm keeping a finger on the trigger all the same. Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us. No security. Not that I'm complaining.
You got it.
Captain? Something hit them. Something with more teeth than is strictly necessary.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 days. Warning. Passing obstruction.
Looks like we missed the fun.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac. Alarms went off, raps broke loose. Scientists, name a... Wish they tasted like... Distress... Got me. Oh, before I forget.
Huh? If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. More often than not, a ticket to the good life once my research plays out. Buys... And might you... Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents... If those cretins get... You have a point there. One cannot exaggerate the... While doing research on enzymes specific... Not just any. Oh, I am certain it could... Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if... Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. The research is in the safe in my office. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass... My protege. That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Of course they do. If my colleagues refuse to take their life... Believe what you will, but I'm not the...
$50 says this guy's already rat fodder.
Sure.
They call that a parking job? These pirates are making...
Make him regret it!
Someone else will clean this up, right? I'm going.
Isn't this pretty, Captain? I love all the trees. We ought to go places like this more.
What was that?
They're on us.
That's the last of them. Not a peep for me. Mysterious doors are the funnest sorts of doors. Smells like they got a backup somewheres. Maybe even... The Fatberg. Oh, nasty. mess with us.
Hey! You! Oh, good. You're not shooting at me. That's a start. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you. Yes, I imagine he does. But we all have problems. It is the human condition. I am myself ensnared in this wretched place. You want to kill me. I don't want to die. You're asking a great deal from me. This research is my only bargaining chip. The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door. The other way out is through the loading bay. But you'd have to clear out the rafts for me. You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Nothing beyond the purview of a talented freelancer like you. A Raptidon is an apex predator. Oh, for goodness sake. They are... I do remember one of those feckless... How should I know? I left his body where I shot him. You really expect me to just let them pass? Why? So they can regroup behind... Never mind. Obviously in no position... The Raps took us by surprise. As... You'll need a keycard to Take your time.
I think you could jimmy that one proper, Captain. Doesn't look too tough.
Halt. Performing an area sweep now.
Your best shot, asshole. Nice one!
Unexpected. Security.
Oh, hit him with something bigger! The last of him.
You damn turncoat. We saw everything. You must think me a fool. I was watching on the security cameras. You got downright friendly with the outlaw leader. I reckon we got nothing to say to each other. You best back yourself out of here. Nice and slow. I ain't seeing a compelling reason to not blow your head off. Tell your friends there's just 2 ways out of here. A cell or a box. I'm gonna...
They got the drop on him.
Folks.
didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
I would ask what was on your mind. No one asks why anymore. The establishment... I am doing this because I can. Sell it, of course. Assuming I make it out of this place alive. From the day we are born, we are made... Corporations expect us to work. I have been asking myself... We were acting on a good tip.
Carry on.
Going. Sure.
I would ask. I've never been so pleased at the sight of an open door. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of here. So you have. I am much obliged. And now, if you do not mind, I've had enough of this wretched place. Oh, really? Damn and blast. I should have seen this coming. Here, take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it.
Their mistake.
It's you. As if my thoughts weren't dark enough. My research? Please tell me you've recovered it. That's... You can't possibly understand the enormity of what you've done for me. Did you find my... Well, please... It's highly illegal to have brought the Raptidons to Terra 2. The research... You've not much idea how these... Everyone skirts the law.